So how do we use the periodic table to figure out electron configuration? So we don't have to write out the orbital diagrams. We don't have to use the diagonal chart. It is set up really nicely. So if we were, if we look at the energy levels, it goes down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So those are all going to tell us the large numbers that are in front. Okay, and I know I mentioned this yesterday, but the periodic table is set up really nicely. We can think of helium actually being put right here. So this is helium. So this is considered our S block, okay, because there's two columns. S can hold up to 2. Right here is considered your P block. Again, there's 6. D is in the middle because there's 10, and then F is down at the bottom, okay, because there's 14. So how does this work? Um, if I start at hydrogen always, so I have 1s, since there's 2, 1s2, and then I'm at the end, so I go down to 2s2, then I go all the way over to P6, 3s2. If I go then all the way over, 3p6, okay? If I wanted to get to, let's say cadmium right here. This is the one I'm getting to, all right? And so then once I get down to the end, I'm down 4s2, okay? Now, when you get to the D, D's are n minus 1. So since I'm in n is the energy level, so before minus 1, so this is going to become 3D, and this whole thing is 3D 10. Now back up in P, I'm go back to 4, so 4P6, drop back down to the next row, 5S2, and again, we're in our D block, so it becomes 4D, and I go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 4D 4 is what, or 4D10 is what I would end up with. So that is how you use your periodic table to figure out the electron configuration. So you don't need to draw, out the orbital diagrams. If you don't want to use the diagonal chart, use your periodic table, okay? Now that also gets really long, so what can we do to make it easier? There's this thing called the noble gas configuration, okay? So our noble gases are group 8, so they are over here, okay? So these are all of our noble gases. All right, so let's say we want to look at nitrogen. We want to write out nitrogen. Okay, you go to the noble gas that is in front of it. So the noble gas that is in front of it, since nitrogen is 7, is going to be helium. So I'm going to put helium in square brackets. Okay, and then you start your electron configuration from there. So helium is right here. So then I'm going to start in my 2s. So I'd write 2s2. And then I'm going all the way over, so then it becomes 2p, and I am 3 over, so it becomes 2p3. Okay? If I wanted to look at, let's say, silver, right here. All right, so again, silver is 47, so I'm going to look at the noble gas that's in front of it, which happens to be krypton. So I would put krypton in square brackets, okay, R. Okay, and then I start from there. So I go down, and so the next one's rubidium and strontium. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. So 5s2. And then for silver, it's 4d, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 over. So 4d9. All right, the krypton, you have to put this in square brackets because this represents all of that full electron configuration in front of it. You have a completely full s and p orbitals, all right, which is key. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is try these 5 problems. Okay. Okay, so try those 5 problems. So tin, argon, sodium, vanadium, tungsten, and plutonium. We did these yesterday in class. If you want to grab a marker and try them on your desk now, that works. And then I will throw an answer key up. Actually, just try them out. I'll put an answer key on the Schoology. Okay? There'll be more videos to watch.